Today's episode is brought to you by Mazars. SoundCartel. When it comes to B2Bs, even prior to the pandemic, the sector was seeing its own series of changes. And with COVID now on the scene, the shifts have only exacerbated. From SoundCartel, I'm Nicole Goodman, and this is Business Essentials Daily. So, how should the B2B sector tackle growth in this new normal? Well, Michael Haynes offers some solutions. Michael is a small to medium enterprise business growth specialist and principal consultant of Listen, Innovate, Grow. He's also the author of Listen, Innovate, Grow, a guidebook for startups and SMEs to acquire and grow B2B customers. A bit later in the interview, Michael not only suggests some B2B innovation ideas, but also the marketing and sales traps to watch out for. But I begin by asking Michael how the B2B space has been impacted by the pandemic.
There's been a number of changes in the B2B space that really started occurring before the pandemic. Primary thing is that there are a number of stakeholders, an increasing number of stakeholders involved in the purchase decision. So now it's not uncommon to see when you're selling to larger organizations like mid-markets and corporates that there can be 6 to 8 people involved in that purchase decision process. So that's one key change that we've seen. A second key change that we've seen is that business buyers, so those decision makers involved in the decision process, are doing a lot of their own independent research, be it through going online, attending webinars, through their professional associations, professional publications. They're doing a lot of their own research and analysis before they want to speak to any potential product or service provider. As such, it's really important that if you are pursuing those business customers, that you are making yourself visible where your potential customers are looking for information. So those are really the two big things that have happened. The pandemic has really just accelerated everything in terms of business decision makers really wanting that certainty and confidence when they're making those business purchase decisions.
So what do business customers need then in this new normal?
In this new normal, business customers are really looking for what I call that roadmap. They're really looking for that roadmap on how to take their businesses forward. We're in this environment of volatility, uncertainty, lockdowns, things opening up, shutting down, changes with the industry. So what they want are really a roadmap, making sense of what's going on within their respective industries and markets, and having a plan. What's the action plan? What's the roadmap so I can restart my business, pursue those growth opportunities? So really getting that pathway and having some certainty as to what to do and how to move forward.
Now, for years, businesses heard innovate or die. And since the pandemic, many businesses have quite literally had to innovate to survive. For SMEs looking to drive growth, how should they approach innovation?
They need to approach it from the perspective of business innovation. And business innovation is about making new introductions and or improvements into your company. And you need to be looking holistically across your company with respect to 5 areas. So you could be looking at making product innovations, so product extensions, developing new products, service innovations, so new services you can offer your business customers, organizational innovation, so looking at doing joint ventures, partnerships, outsourcing, strategic alliances, process innovation. So are there new processes and systems that you can use to better serve the needs of those customers that you're going after? And then marketing innovation. So what are some marketing new strategies and new B2B specific strategies that you can be implementing to really meet the needs of those customers and those industries and markets that you're going after?
And for small to medium businesses with a focus on B2B selling, how can they start growing their business?
So there are a number of ways that you can grow your business. I always recommend the starting point is your existing clients and customers. So are there opportunities for cross-sells, upsells to gain more business from them? You could be looking at developing new products and service offerings. That can be one way, going after new customers, new markets, or combinations thereof. But the key in order to know where and how to pursue is by what I call listening, really getting an in-depth understanding of those geographic markets, industries, and customers that you're currently serving and seeking to serve. That will really help you identify where are the opportunities available for you to grow your business.
But you also say that there are some marketing and sales traps that B2B SMEs should be wary of. What are they?
There's three that come to mind. First off is that in business to business, we have to remember that buyers, the decision makers, and users are often not one and the same. And there's a tendency that marketers will focus on end user requirements. So for example, if you're dealing with an IT firm, focusing what do the business analysts and programmers need. We also need to focus on what the decision makers in the organization require. What are they looking to achieve? What are they trying to accomplish? And making sure that your marketing is providing those insights, recommendations, roadmaps, ideas on how they can take the business forward. Otherwise, you can miss out on opportunities for contract renewals, or if they're looking to gain further services, they may look at other providers if they're not aware of how you're able to meet those priorities, pain points, and key challenges that they're looking for. Second trap is that marketing and sales working very separately. Because of how business buyers buy, it's very important that marketing and sales really have to work quite closely together. Marketing really needs to be working in a strategic context to make sure that they really have an in-depth understanding of those customers, those decision makers within those organizations, understanding the trends within those industries, so that they can be providing the kinds of information that those business buyers are seeking when they're proactively looking for information online and in events, etc. And also, sales need to be working closely with marketing to feedback learning that they're getting from the customers, but also from marketing to be getting the kinds of insights and information they need so they can have those strategic sales discussions where they're able to show to their clients how their organization and their products are going to help them meet their objectives. So it's very important that marketing and sales work together. And then the third marketing and sales trap that I often see is the spray and pray marketing, where we as SMEs, we have limited budgets, limited resources. We really need to be focusing on those activities and those areas where the business buyers are going for seeking information and advice. So making sure we're clear on how buyers buy and not just doing spray and pray and being across social media and other platforms, which may not be relevant if that's not where your buyers are seeking for information. So those are the three key traps that I often see in the B2B space.
And finally, Michael, you have two low-cost but highly effective strategies that every SME should implement. What are they?
So there's two marketing strategies that every SME should be looking to implement. So the first one is influencer marketing. So that's all about finding for those target customers, for those target decision makers, who are their go-tos? So, what are they reading? What events are they attending? Who do they talk to? These are things like your industry associations. Are there certain publications? Are there certain events, be it in person or online? Are there certain articles? Are there certain thought leaders, certain podcasts that they listen to? You want to identify who are those go-tos, and that is where a lot of your marketing efforts, where you want to make your content visible so you can get both the reach, visibility, and credibility to those target customers you're going after. So that's one low cost but very effective marketing strategy. The second is advocacy marketing. So advocacy marketing is really tapping into all of those, clients and customers and suppliers that have the love for your product and service offering and really leveraging them to promote your company and your brand. And this can be done in a number of ways. This could be involved in terms of your case studies and testimonials of your clients and customers, having clients and customers speak at your events. You might even co-create content with your clients and customers, doing LinkedIn Lives, writing articles, etc. Working with your strategic partners and suppliers as well, and getting them to promote you in their content, their newsletters, on their websites, etc. So those are two very low cost but effective ways to get the reach and credibility with those target customers and buyers that you're going after.
That was SME Business Growth Specialist Michael Haynes. And to make sure your B2B customer strategy is on track, Michael has a free B2B customer acquisition and retention checklist, which you can access via the link in the show notes of this episode. This episode of Business Essentials Daily is produced by the team at SoundCartel. Thanks for listening. I'm Nicole Goodman. We'll bring you more B Daily tomorrow. Follow at BE Daily Podcast across social media and head to bedaily.com.au for more from the Business Essentials Daily podcast. SoundCartel. This episode was brought to you by Mazars. To find out more, visit mazars.com.au. That's mazars.com.au.